Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video, and today I'm going to be checking out a new track from Shadow of Intent. It is called Intensified Genocide. I'm stoked for this. I don't think they've made an album announcement yet or anything, but I have not been a fan of Shadow of Intent long enough to go through an album cycle with them, so I've really enjoyed their album Melancholy the most from their discography. They've got a really nice symphonic sound along with being just ridiculously heavy. Also, Chris Wiseman is the guitarist of one of my favorite bands, Currents. He's also in Shadow of Intent and does the production and stuff like that. So that is where we're at with this. I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. Shadow of Intent, Intensified Genocide. Let's discuss. This is great. It was a little bit different than what I was expecting for a number of reasons that I will obviously talk about. But it starts off with that energy, what I was really expecting. The brutal vocals from Ben, definitely there. The stuff I was looking for in the guitar, like the riffs, that solo, definitely there. What was a little bit different was I was expecting some highs maybe in there as well. It went with like a pretty steady range for the vocals, a lot of low, not any highs, which is interesting. It worked very well for this song though, so not really a complaint, just an observation. Also didn't build up to like some big breakdown, which the majority of songs in the genres of music that we cover on the channel, the majority of them do build up to a breakdown. A lot of them in this genre, most of them, they build up to a point where you could specifically say that is the breakdown, that's what it built up to, which is neat because with this song, obviously it's still heavy all the way through. It just doesn't build up to one specific point that you would identify really as that breakdown, I would say. It focused more on other stuff, which I very much enjoy. I like the symphonic elements are really what stand out to me about Shadow of Intent, along with the guitar playing. Chris Wiseman is excellent guitar player. Also, the different styles that you get when it comes to Currents and Shadow of Intent, the talent is obviously still there with both, but the styles are so different, and it seems like he's very much mastered both. Also, speaking of that, the mix on this sounds phenomenal, so that's done very well also. But the guitar playing, the riffs are a lot of fun, which when it comes to, because this feels like more of death metal type of, it's an interesting line of genres. I feel like when it comes to death metal, deathcore, all of that, there are very specific things that people consider a song to fall into the categories for, but what I'm trying to get at is that this felt a little bit different than the ones that would usually fall in that same category with it. Especially when it comes to the guitar and the riffs, it's a little bit more interesting. Some of the songs that feel like more of death metal for me when I'm going into that genre, not with Shadow of Intent, but in the genre overall, some of them don't have guitar playing that stands out to me as much on what I normally listen to. Shadow of Intent definitely makes it sound a little bit different. It feels like the riffs are very unique for the style that goes with the rest of the music, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so I think I would have maybe liked to see some highs, possibly, if I had to like come up with something on this. It was interesting that they weren't there though, and I honestly kind of liked it that way. Drumming, absolutely on point. Bryce is a great fit for Shadow of Intent. This is just like a lot of the stuff where, you have something a little chaotic and then it lets off a little bit. A lot of that going on, and overall just seemed like a workout of a song for him too. The vocals, like I was saying, lows, lots of lows, very impressive as expected with Ben. Chris, all the guitar stuff, nailed. That solo was awesome, and the part that followed it as well. So the solo led into a part that was, I was thinking maybe like solo to a breakdown or something, given expectation, not really for any other reason. And then it went into something a little bit different. It was more, there was another part towards like 250, I think it was on the timestamp, that was more melodic as well. So just a lot of very interesting stuff. It was a refreshing sound, different than what I had expected. I really like this. Not sure in terms of album and that sort of thing. I know a lot of people have been talking about wanting that, but this is a fantastic single. So let me know what you thought in the comments. In the description of this video, I will put Shadow of Intent's social media, their merch links, stuff like that. Also, there will be my Linktree link, which has the invite for my Discord server that I talk about on every video, every live stream, every YouTube thing, really, because it is a huge part of the community, I'd say, for the channel. A lot of very awesome people, some of my favorites, very caring people. We've got a lot of channels to talk in, some music related stuff, some non-music related stuff. It's kind of all over the place. So if you're interested in joining, that will be there along with my Instagram profile link. On Instagram, I post different music related things, all music stuff, whether it be merch, t-shirts, flags, vinyl, a lot of stuff that I collect too much of. Every week I post a chart of what I've listened to over the course of the week, so that sort of thing. If that interests you, my handle on there is Rachel Reacts. I will put it up here on the screen for you, as well as having it in the description in that link tree. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.